Acha beta, today is 3rd February and we are starting the new topic of today's class. It is electromagnetic waves. Sir, what is electromagnetic wave? So before starting electromagnetic wave, everyone knows, and in the last class we have studied on the surface of sun, there is nuclear fusion reaction, and this fusion reaction blast produces light. This fusion reaction produces heat. This fusion reaction produces sound. Consider this is our Earth, and everyone knows there is very small layer as atmosphere around the Earth, but the large space between the Sun and Earth having nothing, that is called vacuum space. No medium between the Sun and the Earth. But when light is produced on the sun by fusion blast, heat is produced on sun by fusion blast, then these light and heat can travel without medium. And these two energies are reaching on our earth, but sound cannot travel through vacuum. Sound needs a medium to propagate. In the last week, we have studied sound. So, sound requires medium to propagate, but light and heat do not. So, those waves which do not require a medium, those waves which do not need a medium to travel, these waves are called electromagnetic waves. Light and heat are electromagnetic waves because they can travel without a medium, but sound cannot. So, sound is not an electromagnetic wave. Okay, so the definition becomes those waves which can travel through vacuum and they do not require any medium to travel. These are called electromagnetic waves. The speed of electromagnetic wave is 3 exponent 8 meter per second. It is constant speed. Although when these waves travel into water or glass, their speed slows down. But in vacuum, the speed is constant. In wave chapter, we have studied a formula V equal to F lambda. So the same formula can be used for all electromagnetic waves. So the first definition I have completed, those waves which do not require a medium to propagate, these waves are called electromagnetic waves. And sir, we have following electromagnetic waves, and their name you should memorize in a certain order. And usually I explain these waves by using my friend name. I have a friend and his name is Rami Vux G. My friend name is Rami Vux G. Actually, Rami R R stands for radio waves. M stands for microwaves. I for infrared. V for visible. U for ultraviolet. X for X-rays. And G for gamma rays. So you should note down this sequence. बट आज की क्लास में ये सीक्वेंस बहुत काम की होगी, इसे लिख लीजिए. These are seven known electromagnetic waves. And these electromagnetic waves I have written in the order of increasing frequency. Increasing frequency. The highest frequency is gamma. And remember, if the frequency is highest, then gamma rays energy will be highest. And if the energy is highest, then these waves are very dangerous rays because they can cause burn, they can cause cancer, because these waves having very high frequency and high energy wave. Whereas the left hand side radio wave is a low frequency wave. So least frequency radio wave, microwave, infrared. So you should memorize with sequence. Rami, Vux, G. Rami, Vux, G. And everyone knows, sir, frequency and wavelength are inversely proportional. Frequency and wavelength are inversely proportional. So if the frequency is lowest, then obviously the radio wave having long wavelength. Their wavelength is longest, and gamma rays are having shortest wavelength. And you know, if the wavelength is shortest, then gamma rays can penetrate any material object. X rays can penetrate any material object. So if the wave having short wavelength, then its penetrating power will be outstanding. So first you should memorize all these seven rays, and now we should read their main characteristics. So radio waves, so their wavelength is very long. These waves are used in radio, television, radio wave for the use of transmission of radio channel, television signal, as well as radar communication. Radar communication, we use radio wave. Sir, microwave. Microwave wavelength is shorter than radio wave, and microwaves are used to heat food in our home, as well as microwaves are used for satellite communication, satellite channel, satellite telephone, mobile phone, etc. For example, this image I have copy pasted from past paper, in which this is our earth, and here is a television station, and above the television station there is a satellite. So satellites are used in broadcasting of television, radio channel, as well as mobile phones. Then infrared, you should memorize. Sir, infrared are used in remote control for household electrical appliances. The main thing for infrared, sir, these are carrier of thermal energy. Infrared are carrier of thermal energy. They are used to operate automatic doorways. Everyone knows our human body, our human body gives out infrared radiation. So any sensor which can detect infrared, then obviously it can be used as a sensor. Then you should memorize visible light. Sir, visible light is used to see the world. Visible light is used to see world, as well as in medicine. Optical fiber, you know, we have studied optical fiber are used in endoscopy, and endoscopy we use visible light. Sir, ultraviolet, you know, ultraviolet rays are very important for our skin, because ultraviolet radiation, by using ultraviolet radiation, our skin produces vitamin D, and you know vitamin D is very significant for our for our health. So ultraviolet rays produces, or it can be used, it is used in the production of vitamin D, and those areas where there is no sunlight, then there are too many skin problems. Then we use sunbeds for skin tanning. Ultraviolet are used in sterilization of medical equipment, and the famous ray is X-rays, and everyone knows X-rays are used for scanners, scanners for scanning the content of passengers' luggage at airport, as well as X-rays are used to take internal organ images to diagnose fracture of bones, etc. You have to memorize all these things. And now the final thing is gamma rays. Sir, gamma rays are emitted by cobalt 60, and nowadays they are using for gamma knife surgery. You know, surgery is done by metal knife, but nowadays gamma knife surgery is also used to kill cancer cells. Malignant tumor means cancer tumor in the patient body, and as well as they are used to stop multiplying cancer cell. As well as gamma rays are used in engineering to detect cracks in metal parts such as engines. But obviously, gamma rays, there is a health risk because these are very high energy radiation. So they can burn the skin as well as they can produce eye cataract, which is a very hazardous use of gamma rays. So if you have memorized all these seven electromagnetic waves, then now we can solve past paper questions. And I will ask you to answer me. Beta Pavitra, beta, the question is this is gamma ray, this is X-ray, and now they are asking what is the name of J, what is the name of K, what is the name of L. And if you use my technique, that is Rami Vux G, then I think you can write very easily G for gamma ray, X for X-ray. And what is J, Pavitra? What is J? Yes. So J is ultraviolet. J is ultraviolet. Okay. And what is K? Infrared. So if you memorize Rami Vux G, then it is very easy to answer. What is beta L, Pavitra? It is radio. So by writing Rami Vux G, I am repeating again and again. Rami Vux G, then you can identify every missing electromagnetic wave. And now there is a question, next question. State which of these three components has the lowest frequency. So I am asking Atif, but Atif, can you answer me which electromagnetic wave has lowest frequency? Atif, which has lowest frequency? I think Atif cannot answer. Jibda? Haha. Radio wave. Yes, you are right. Radio waves having lowest frequency. Okay. And now, sir, you are given wavelength of X-rays, and now they are asking calculate frequency. But Amna, you are given wavelength, you are given frequency, you have to calculate frequency. Amna, can you suggest me formula? to calculate frequency? What is the speed of wave formula? Uh-huh. Yes, you are right. V equal to F lambda. And if you have to calculate frequency, then as you said, sir, it will be V upon lambda. ठीक है बेटा, you said V upon L lambda. Amna बेटा, what is V? Because the value of V is not given in the question. What is V? Yes, perfect. Sir, V is the speed of light or speed of all electromagnetic wave is same. That is 3.0 exponent 8 divided by lambda. And lambda is 1.2 exponent 9. 1.2 exponent 9. And now I am waiting. What will be frequency, Amna? Or any student which have uh, calculator? Okay, this is the frequency. And what is the unit of frequency, Amna? Yes, it is hertz. So this question is completed. And now they are asking, describe one medical use of X-ray. Medical use of X-ray, sir, medical use of X-ray is X-rays are used for treating cancer. X-rays are used for shadowgraph. X-rays are used for sterilizing equipment. Okay, usually we know only this, but in the marking scheme, they are writing a statement of what happens to the X-ray absorbed by tumor, absorbed by bone, absorbed by bacteria. You know, for sterilizing, bacteria are killed. For X-ray shadowgraph, we can diagnose fracture of bones. Treating cancer, sir, X-rays are absorbed by tumor. In this way, in this way, tumor cells are killed. So you can write in your own words, and if you cannot write, then I will explain. I can give you the answer. And now, one reason why it is necessary to take safety precaution when you are using X-rays. So you know X-rays can burn cell, X-rays can cause mutation, X-rays can cause cancer, X-ray can damage DNA. So you should memorize. You should memorize. So the topic X-ray is completed. And now for the next question, I need to give some information first, then we are solving question. The information is, so in the last chapter, we have studied refraction of light. We have studied refraction of light, and especially F, I am highlighting. I am highlighting F, sir, why? Because refraction is directly proportional with frequency of electromagnetic wave. And again, I am highlighting with F. So you should note down just like me, refraction depends upon frequency. If the frequency is high, then that electromagnetic wave will refract more. And if frequency is low, there will be less refraction. अच्छा बेटा, we observe refraction by light, and you know white light, sir, white light composed of seven colors. White light composed of seven colors. And these seven colors I memorize in this way. I have another friend. His name is Roy G. Biv. This is the name of my another friend, and his name is Roy G. Biv. Sir, explain who is Roy. Actually, R for red, O for orange, Y for yellow. This is green. This is blue. This is indigo. And this is violet. Note down these seven colors. But note down these seven colors. And again, in this direction, high frequency in violet color, highest frequency is violet color, and lowest frequency in red color. Red is least frequency, violet has highest frequency, and green is at the center. And now the question is, so this is a white source, and now the light coming from the white source is incident on a lens, and this lens is converging light on a prism, on a prism, and when this white light passes through a prism, then this white light splits into seven colors, and these seven colors are visible on the screen. Now the question is, I am asking this question with Faria. Beta Faria, when white light passes through a prism, then this white light separate into the colors. What is the name of this process? Beta, I have not taught you, I am asking you. Ji beta Faria, can you answer me? What is the name of the process? Hmm. You are right. You are right. It's a beta Faria. When white light passes through the prism, as I stated earlier, sir, refraction. Refraction means bending of light. Bending of light depends upon frequency. And the highest frequency is violet, and the least frequency is red. Okay. Now, Faria, I am asking you, which color will be at point A and which color will be at point B? Faria, which color will be at A? Which color will be at B? You are saying orange? Huh, beta? Beta, there. Yes. Where is where is violet? At A or B? Yes, now you are right. Now you are right. Sir, at A there will be red, and at B there will be violet. So reason? The reason is, sir, red color has least frequency. If the frequency is least, so it will refract least. And when it refract least, so at A, we will find a red color. And at B, so there is more refraction. There is more refraction. And more refraction means highest frequency, and highest frequency is violet. So your answer is perfect. At A, sir, there will be red color. Red color, least frequency, least bending. At B, sir, violet color, highest frequency, so highest bending. Faria, but your answer is perfect. And now, this is a very difficult question which I am going to ask. State the property of glass of the prism that causes white light to be split into different colors of the spectrum. Rafe, can you answer me? State the property of glass. State the property of glass. G, what is the name of the property of glass? Rafe, dispersion is not a property of glass. Dispersion is a property of light. The light is split. But which property of glass is splitting light? यार गिलास में एक ही तो प्रॉपर्टी होती है बेटा जिसके लिए हमने इतने सारे सवाल आपको कराए होते। नहीं यार नहीं। जी पवित्रा, कैन यू टेल मी व्हाट इज द प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ गिलास which causes white light to be split? Property of light, sorry, property of glass. Pavitra and Rafe are not answering me, so I should write. यार गिलास की प्रॉपर्टी होती है रिफ्रैक्टिव इंडेक्स. Refractive index is a property of material. Refractive index is a property of medium. You know the refractive index of glass is 1.5. The refractive index of water is 1.33. The refractive index of diamond is 2.4. So refractive index is a property. Refractive index is the number which shows the property of medium. Okay, how much light will be refracted in that medium. ठीक है बेटा. राफे, I hope के next time you will memorize refractive index is a property of medium. And in this example, the medium is glass. In this question, the medium is glass. Okay. And now we are solving one another question. And for the other question, I have written an answer which is displaced. And now it is at the right position. So this question is completed. And now we are solving another question. The question is, but here I am asking you a very simple question which I have taught you just before 15 minutes earlier. You know infrared radiation. Can you tell me, but here what is the uses of any one use of infrared radiation? Here, beta, can you answer me? Uh-huh. Yes. बेहतरीन बेहतरीन हो गया. Infrared radiation are used to operate remote control. I'm not writing. As well as infrared radiation are carrier of heat, so we use it in cooking food as well. Okay, and now another question: X-rays are used in hospitals to help treat patients, but X-rays are not friendly rays. These are very dangerous rays. The question is, explain any three precautions for the safe use of electricity. Sorry, safe use of X-rays. So the answer is, sir, when you are taking X-ray image, then there should be minimum time of exposure of X-rays. Number one. Number two, the intensity of X-rays should be low. Low intensity X-rays should be used. Number three, shielding of other parts of the patient. It means you are taking X-rays of chest, so other part of the body should be shielded, should be covered by any barrier. So these three precautions we should use for the safe use of X-rays. And now the next part is very simple. State the speed of microwaves and the speed of X-rays. But Atif, which rays travel faster? Microwaves or X-rays? Atif beta, which rays travel faster? X-rays or microwaves? Microwaves. Ya Allah. Atif bhai, all electromagnetic waves travel with same speed. All electromagnetic waves travel with same speed. 3 exponent 8. 3 exponent 8. Their speed is same. The speed of microwave, speed of X-rays, speed of radio wave, speed of gamma rays. They travel with same speed. Speed is same, but frequency and wavelength are different. Okay. अच्छा बेटा Atif, what is the possible frequency of ultrasound? Last week we have studied sound. G. What is frequency of ultrasound? Atif bhai, it is a very simple question. What is possible frequency of ultrasound? Yes, more than 20 kilohertz. So you can write any number. For example, they ask possible frequency. So if you write 30 kilohertz, it is acceptable. If you write 40 kilohertz, it is acceptable. Any number which is greater than 20 kilohertz. So your answer is right. And marking scheme, they are saying greater than 20,000 hertz. Okay. And now this is another question. The question is, I'm not explaining the question. If I explain, then the question will be very, very simple. But I am writing Rami Vux G. I am writing Rami Vux G and Navia. But Navia, read the question and give me the answer. What should I write here? What should I write here? What should I write here? G. I am not explaining the question. I am direct asking you question. And starting with shortest wavelength. Write number one for shortest wavelength. Which wave has the shortest wavelength out of seven? Jupiter Navia. Which wave having shortest wavelength? Navia, beta, are you in class? Which wave has shortest wavelength? Ya Allah. Shortest wavelength. You know, if we move towards right hand side, frequency will be high. Frequency will be high. Frequency will be high, but wavelength should be shortest. So shortest wavelength is gamma. So gamma is at number one. Gamma is at number one. Okay. And now light at what number? Microwave at what number? Ultraviolet at what number? It means we have to write number in this way. Okay. I am helping you now because I think you are confused. Otherwise, the question is very simple. You have given one mark or one number for the gamma rays. Then which wave will be the next? Increasing order. X-rays. X-ray will be second number. Okay. UV. Then light is at four number or five number? Okay. Light means visible light. Okay. Four number. Sorry, four number for light. And microwave for the five number. So if you write Rummy Books G, then it will help you a lot. Otherwise, you cannot solve this question, bhai. You cannot solve this question. Gamma number one, X-ray number two, ultraviolet number 3, visible light number 4, microwave number 5. So if you know Rami Wooks G, then you can easily mark their marks number 1, 2, 3. And now I am asking you again, Navia, what is the speed of radio wave? Navia, beta, what is the speed of radio wave? Navia, it is very simple. All electromagnetic waves travel with same speed. Yes. All wave travel with same speed. All wave travel with same speed. Okay? No, no, no. Okay, okay, okay. But the same speed is in air, the same speed in vacuum. Okay? And now we have a radio station which is transmitting radio wave. You are given its frequency. You have to calculate wavelength. And obviously, we will use formula V. V is equal to F lambda. But I am asking Amna. Amna, beta, can you read what is frequency? Can you read what is frequency? I am asking you only to read. G. Nah, 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 nah. It is not meter hertz. What is capital M? Ah, this capital M stands for mega. Think about it, this is mega. And you have to memorize the value of mega is exponent 6. Think about it, capital M is mega. Mega means exponent 6. So now you can calculate lambda easily. It is not a problem. But the problem I have highlighted, as well as I should give you three more numbers or three more prefixes to memorize. But you should note down kilo means 1000, mega means exponent 6, and giga exponent 9. In the same way, centi minus 2, milli exponent minus 3, and micro exponent minus 6. So you should memorize these six prefixes. Okay. And now we have another question which now we are not solving. Not we are solving because this is again Rami Wooks G. Then you can write easily their name. If you write Rami Wooks G, then obviously you can easily identify. A is infrared, B is ultraviolet, C is the X-rays, and D is gamma rays. And now this is a good question. The question is, the question is, this is gamma rays, this is X-rays. I'm not explaining, I'm not interested to explain this question. But Amna, can I ask you a question? Uh, Consider, Amna, beta, you are teacher and you have to check okay, what is wrong in this diagram. You are a teacher and now you are checking a copy and I am asking you, there is some problem in these name. What is mistake? There are two mistakes. Amna Bhatta, can you highlight what are two mistakes? What are two mistakes in the spelling or writing their name? Yes, yes, yeah, ultrasound is not EM, earthquake is not earth. And what is the correct name of ultrasound? I mean, what should be here? The correct name? Here should be ultraviolet, you are right. And what should be the last mistake correction? What should be here? Here should be a radio wave. You are right. Okay, but Zabardast ho gaya. And now the next part is very simple, which we are not solving. This is the speed of light in optical fiber. And now they are asking speed of light in vacuum. The speed of light in vacuum, or in air, it is 3 exponent 8. It is same. And now we have another question in which some of the components of electromagnetic spectrum in order of decreasing wavelength are shown. ठीक है? Decreasing wavelength. State the speed of all electromagnetic wave. So the speed of all electromagnetic wave is 3 exponent 8. I am not writing. State which of the component of the electromagnetic spectrum shown has the lowest frequency. Lowest frequency. G here, but which has least frequency in this sequence? Lowest frequency. G. You are right, sir. It is radio wave. Radio wave, least frequency. Achha, two components are not listed above. Two components are missing. So if you write Rami Vux G, then obviously you can search which component is missing. I am not writing. And one application of microwave is the microwave oven, which cook food very quickly. Okay. The question is the metal mesh prevents the microwave from escaping by reflecting them back into the oven. Okay. Suggest one reason why it is sensible to prevent microwave from escaping. The question is when we are heating or when we are cooking anything inside the microwave, then we close this door and this door contain metal mesh. The question is why? Why? You suggest one reason why it is sensible to prevent microwave from escaping. So the answer is, sir, actually we are less energy wasted. If the door is open, then obviously microwave will spread into the air. It is the loss of um, it will be loss of energy, wastage of energy, as well as sir, microwave are danger for the people which are nearby, and these are harmful, and they can burn their skin. Okay, and now the last one further application of microwave other than microwave oven we have discussed. Sir, microwaves are used for satellite communication. Satellite communication it is used. Okay, so this sheet I think we have completed as well as the class time is ending.